Welcome everyone to our channel
Welcome back.
again. What are we gonna do today?
Okay, so today Aroa is going to be showing us how to use the graphic tool.
Yeah. This is mainly for SVG's SVG vector manipulation. Yet. Oh,
they have
sorry,
to watch.
spoiler.
Watch the video.
Watch it.
She'll tell you everything.
Yeah. Hi everyone. We're back in Framer, and today we're gonna have a look at the graphics tool. And the graphic tool in Framer is placed here, and it's basically used to do anything related to icons and illustrations. So anything related to vector manipulation. So in order to get started, you can either press G, as the shortcut indicates here, or you can just select the tool from the tools panel. I'm just gonna select it from here. And I see, as soon as I select it, I basically enter into drawing mode, and I have a menu appearing on the top. And here you have the tools that you have, so different shapes, so the path tool, rectangle, and such, and some Boolean operations we can use later on when we have some shapes drawn. So in order to get started, I'm just going to use the path tool, which is just literally a vector tool. And you can just click anywhere in the canvas. I'm going to draw the Framer logo, okay? So just bear with me. In order to, for example, now the Framer logo has this kind of line. As I wanted to have it as 45 degrees, I can press Shift. And as you see, Framer has some snap lines that actually show me when to stop. So I'll just press Shift. Cool. I'll just do it at the end. Just do it here. Here. And now, if I want to join these two dots, I also press Shift. And I join the dot. Great. We have the Framer logo. And right now we're still in edit mode. So as you see, I could draw more. In order to get rid of this line, I can press Escape. And now I'm still in edit mode, but I'm not drawing. And once you're in edit mode, you can basically change everything. So for example, now I want to kind of move this around a bit. I can do it. If I would like to also kind of change the path, I could select the points and kind of change it around. We'll go into that in a second. Also, the path has some properties that we can change. So for example, I can add a fill. I want a black fill, opacity 100. And then I can add a stroke, let's say also black. And then you also have some cap and join options to make it a bit better. So for example, now it's kind of straight, but I can also kind of do it a bit more round. So yeah, it's a bit smoother. So yeah, you have all the options you want. Also, what you can do is actually, you have quite advanced options. So for example, if we actually touch a point, imagine this one, you can also set the radius. So do like that. Or you can also just set, for example, different handles. So you have straight corner, which is now. You can also use mirror handles, which basically allow you to kind of shape the logo as you want. And you can also use these join handles, which is basically one moves one way and the other one moves in the other way. But we don't want that. Let's just keep the Framer logo as it is. So yeah, this could be a good overview of the graphic tool, but now I want to go out of the edit mode. So if we're done, we can press anywhere else in the canvas, and we're gonna go out of the graphic mode. Once we're out of the graphic mode, we'll see actually that there are two main layers here. So we have the graphic container, which is basically the container that contains all the shapes that we draw inside, and then inside we will have more shapes. So now, for example, if I would draw another shape inside this container, as you'll see, my graphic container will contain two shapes. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep it as a logo. Something to mention about this graphic container is that it actually also can have, the size can be auto or fixed. So auto means that now if I actually draw something else and I make it kind of bigger, my container is automatically going to resize. So you could do that if you want to draw multiple shapes. Or if you just want to have like kind of a fixed size, then you can just select fixed. If you're working, for example, I don't know, an icon 28 by 28 or something like that. Something to mention as well is that if we actually create a new one, now I want to create a Framer logo that has different colors, because obviously this is just one path, so it has one color. but I want to create another one. If you don't want to start from scratch, you can also start from the presets here. So you have kind of, different sizes of icons that you can start from. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to create the Framer logo with different colors. And for that, I'm going to use actually the rectangle tool to also show you some other tips. So I'll just create a rectangle. I'm actually going to create a square now of, imagine, 60 by 60 imagine. I can do that by pressing Shift, so it actually scales with equal width and height. And now, if I want to do kind of this shape, what I can do is go into edit mode, pressing Enter, select this dot, and pressing Shift and the arrow, I can do 6 times. And well, now I'm just going to speed it up a bit. And what I'm doing now is literally just using the concepts that I showed you right now, and basically just kind of snapping the lines to the points and mimicking the shape that I just drew. And as I have 3 different rectangles, I can basically give the color to every rectangle. Yeah, that's it. Cool, so now we have our Framer logo. How can we export it, right? Because that's not going to be only used in Framer, that's also going to be used in code. So what we can do is actually anything contained in this graphic container is an actual SVG. So in order to copy the code behind this SVG, I can just right-click, copy, and copy SVG. And as you'll see, if there are any developers watching that, and I invite you to comment on the quality of this code on the comment, you can see that actually this is the cleanest SVG path you can get from any design tool. So that's pretty cool because you can literally use it directly in production. I can also do the other one so you see it as well. Copy SVG. Let me see. Perfect. So these are the SVG paths. And the cool part as well is like if you want to, instead of creating it in Framer, if you want to kind of import an SVG path, the only thing you can need to do is copy the path and paste it in the canvas. And it's going to render automatically the SVG path. So yeah, that's the 2 ways from Framer to production and from production to Framer, how you can use SVGs. And yeah, I invite you to try it out and ask for doubts in the comments. Enjoy!